Hey coders, welcome to this tutorial where we're going to break down one of the simplest Java programs you can write. Let's dissect this code piece by piece. If you're new to Java, this might look a bit intimidating, but I promise it'll make sense once we break it down. First thing to note, Java is completely case sensitive. If you accidentally type public with a capital P instead of public with a lowercase p, your program won't run. Same goes for main versus main. These are treated as completely different things in Java. Let's start with the keyword public. This is what we call an access modifier. Think of access modifiers as security guards that control who gets to see and use different parts of your code. When we declare something as public, we're essentially saying, hey, anyone can see and use this. We'll explore other access modifiers like private and protected in future videos. After the access modifier, we have the class keyword followed by the name of our class, first sample. In Java, everything lives inside a class. You can think of a class as a container or blueprint for your program. It's where you define what your program knows and what it can do. Classes are the fundamental building blocks of any Java application. No matter how simple or complex your program is, it must be contained within at least one class. Java has some rules for naming classes. Names must begin with a letter. After that, they can have any combination of letters and digits. There's essentially no length limit. You can't use Java reserved words like public or class as names. The standard convention is that class names are nouns, start with an uppercase letter, use camel case for multiple words like first sample. Here's an important rule. Your file name must match your class name exactly, including the capitalization with Java at the end. So our class firstSample needs to be saved in a file called firstSampleJava, not firstSampleJava or firstSampleJava. Now let's look at this line, public static void main string args. This is the declaration of the main method. The main method is special in Java. It's the entry point of your program. When you run your application, Java always starts by executing the code in the main method. Think of it as the front door to your program. Java knocks on this door first, and then executes whatever instructions are inside. We'll explain the keywords static and void in detail in a later tutorial, but for now, just remember that this exact signature is required for the main method to work as an entry point. Notice all the curly braces in our code. In Java, braces are used to define blocks of code. They show where a block begins and ends. We have braces around the entire class content, the body of the main method. Proper placement of braces is crucial. Every opening brace needs a matching closing brace, or your code will have errors. Inside our main method, we have this statement, system.out.println hello world. This is the actual code that does something when your program runs. Let's break it down. System.out is an object provided by Java that represents the standard output, your console. Println is a method of that object that prints text followed by a line break. The text in quotes is a string parameter being passed to the method. The statement ends with a semicolon, which is required for all Java statements. Java uses the syntax object.method parameters to call methods. In this case, we're calling the println method of the system.out object and giving it a string parameter. To run this program, we first need to compile it using the Java compiler. We will compile the program by executing the command javac firstSampleJava. This creates a file called firstsample.class containing bytecode that the Java virtual machine can run. Then we execute it with Java firstSample. Note that we don't include the .class extension when running the program. When the program runs, it will display hello world. So there you have it, your first Java program broken down piece by piece. Let's quickly recap what we covered. Java is case sensitive. Everything in Java lives inside classes. Classes and files must share the same name. The main method is the entry point for Java applications. Braces define blocks of code. Statements end with semicolons. Methods are called using the object.method, parameters syntax. If you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more Java tutorials. Drop any questions in the comments below. Happy coding!